Mario Kart 8 Deluxe isn't a game you think about beating. Yes, you can win races in Mario Kart, but unlike most Mario games, you don't beat Mario Kart. And that's exactly why, in this video, I'll be beating Mario Kart. What I mean by that is I'll be challenging myself to compete on every CC, finishing first in every Grand Prix. But to make this harder for myself, I won't carry on to a new GP unless I get a full 3 stars in the previous. Meaning to complete this challenge, I'll need to win in all 12 cups with 4 races in each cup 5 times. And because I added the challenge of finishing with 3 stars under each cup, I'll need to finish first place in 240 races ranging from 50 to 200 cc's. That being said, any race that I don't finish first in, I'll have to restart that entire GP. Here's the 12-hour journey to earning 720 stars, 60 cups, and beating Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. I start this challenge off in the 50cc's Mushroom Cup. I get off to a fast start, starting in 12th and getting to first almost immediately. Afterwards, it was smooth riding from there. I finished lap 1 with a nice breakaway and get blue shelled early lap 2, but I was so far ahead it didn't do anything. I then go on to finish this first race with ease. Water Park was no different as I had a nice breakaway for a win yet again. Sweet Sweet and Thwomp Thwomp were also a breeze, and just like that, the 50cc Mushroom Cup has been beaten with 3 stars, and the only challenge I faced was the boredom of 50cc's. The Flower Cup went just like the Mushroom Cup, and after finishing the second GP with 3 stars, I realized that all of 50cc's would be like this, and I thought to myself, what's the point of continuing in 50? Getting a win in 150 will also count for 150. So what's the point of spending 2 more hours completing 50? The answer to that is for this video. So yes, I did spend 2 more hours racing in 50cc's through the rest of the 10 cups, winning each race so I can truly say that I've beaten Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Even though after 2.5 hours in 50cc, I'm only 20% complete with this challenge. "100cc begins, and I start off in the Shell Cup. Immediately after the race starts, I already feel a big difference from 50cc's, and the enjoyment of this challenge has doubled for me. Now here in 100, it's still very easy as I finish lap 1 with a decently sized breakaway, and I go on to finish my first race comfortably, almost lapping Waluigi. My next race was in Mario Circuit, and it went exactly how my opening race went. More enjoyable than 50cc, sitting up front with a breakaway, and almost lapping Waluigi. Moving on to Cheep Cheep Beach, I got shocked in the perfect spot right before an item box, and I was lucky enough to pull a super horn right as the blue shell hit me. The excitement doesn't end there as I move on to the final race of the Shell Cup, Toad's Turnpike. This race wasn't me versus other racers, it was me versus cars. Right at the end of lap 1, I get hit by a car. I didn't drift into it, it hit me. Afterwards, I wanted to see what would happen if I threw a shell at a car. Well, now I know. I then go on to win, not hitting a car again. That was a fun Grand Prix start to 100cc's, but I was already ready to finish 100, so I went on to do so, finishing first in every race, every GP, so I can get past 100. 100cc is definitely more fun than 50, but it's still too slow and not competitive against these 100ccPUs. Get it? CCPUs? No one laughed at that, but if we look on the bright side, 100cc's has been completed with max stars. Now time to go to my personal favorite way to play Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, 150cc's. I start my favorite CC off in a cup that has my favorite track. No, not Baby Park. We'll get to my favorite track in just a couple of races, but first, Baby Park was, well, not chaotic. Most of the time when you play on Baby Park, it's absolute madness, but in this race, I didn't get hit once. Besides this shock. It was a smooth, clean race for me, and I think I front ran, but I don't know. Cheese Lanes, a track I used to not like, but it's grown on me as I've learned it. Even in 150cc's, I'm still able to front run. I guess that's what a month of online does to you. I front ran in Wild Woods, and the only worry I had this entire race was when I got blue shelled at the end. I still finished in first comfortably, but my competition did gain on me. Now time for Mario Kart's best track. Yes, Animal Crossing is my favorite track. I've never played the game before, but this track is amazing. The background music and coin sounds are very nice. Also, the track has 4 different seasons it cycles through, which is really cool. I raced well on this track, not getting hit once. I did luck out and pull a super horn here, but that's just the track showing love back. Now the real reason this is my favorite track. The next 10 races I played went smooth, and then Dolphin Shoals came around. By lap 3, things got very difficult for me. I luckily pulled triple greens and got lucky again with everyone getting hit. One race after that close finish, I have yet again another lap 3 that's close. With Metal Mario having a nice lead, I only have one hope, and that's for a Hail Mary bomb. Just like that, after 110 straight wins, I suffer my first loss. I have to quit out because in order to get 3 stars in a GP, you need to win all 4 races in that GP, so with one loss, it's a GP restart. My second game on Dolphin Shoals finished very close yet again, but I get an amazing double box and finish first. Electrodome Stadium, the track that took me out, was incredibly easy the second go around. I go on to the Star Cup and carry on through 150 cc's. At this point, I was very excited to play Mirror Mode because up to now, I've played every single track 3 times over, so I was ready for a different experience with Mirror Mode. I finished race 1 with ease despite making some wrong turns. Ribbon Road comes along and gave me more problems than I thought it would. I fell off the track multiple times and wasn't racing too well. I still was able to finish first despite a blue shell making things close. I thought I would have serious problems racing in Super Bell Highway, but I got off to nearly a perfect start zooming through this map. Inkling Girl did become a problem late lap 1, but a blue shell came to help me out, and the rest was history. I got off to a really dizzy start in Big Blue, and just like that, the opening cup in Mirror Mode has been earned with 3 stars. 2 races later, the only hope I have to win is with a banana snipe. My second go at Mirrored Rainbow Road had the best blue shell dodge you'll ever see. Well, at least I still finished first. Oh. Just a quick reminder, this is the 3rd time I've had to beat Wario's Gold Mine because I lost twice in Rainbow Road. SNES, Rainbow Road, yet again. This race went smoothly, and on my 3rd attempt, I finally finished first. Now all I have to do is win 2 more races and I won't have to play that again. Then Hyrule Circuit comes along and I hit a banana, and if that wasn't bad enough, I got banana sniped by a CPU. And just like that, I have to redo the Triforce Cup for the 4th time, all because I added the challenge of getting 3 star cups. I move on to beating the other 10 cups with the plan to come back to the Triforce Cup at the end of Mirror, so I raced on, finishing Mirror Mode, only losing a total of 2 more races. It was now time for my 4th go at the Mirror Triforce Cup. Wario's Gold Mine went by smoothly as it had the previous 7 times. Rainbow Road, the real challenge. Yoshi tried to shell me end of lap 1, so by the end of lap 3, I shelled him, giving me yet again another Rainbow Road victory. Ice Ice Outpost comes along, and Yoshi was just not having it as he hit me twice, and by the end of the race, I just couldn't race, forcing me to yet again lose another Triforce Cup. Attempt 5 on the Triforce Cup. Rainbow Road for the first time went by smoothly as I had a mushroom in first. Now all that stands in between me and a full Mirror Mode victory, Hyrule Circuit. As you could probably guess, I was trying my absolute hardest to win, and even trying my hardest was barely enough as this blue shell almost ended it all for me. Finally, Mirror Triforce Cup complete, as well as all of Mirror Mode, and it was time for the final and hardest challenge, 200cc. I decided to start off 200cc in the Lightning Cup, with the reason being it has one of 3 Rainbow Roads, and I wanted to go over each Rainbow Road on 200. My first race on 200 started off rough, but by the end of lap 1, I was ready. Not ready enough to shroom dodge this blue shell, but ready enough to win. Although not ready enough to win my second 200cc game. My second go around and I made it to Rainbow Road. I wanted to go over these Rainbow Road races thinking they'd be the most challenging on 200cc. So far the only challenging part were these chain chomps, and after a late shock I was able to glide my way to first, winning my first 200cc cup with 3 stars. I was now on my way to the Special Cup. After one loss, I made it to the second Rainbow Road, and I was really scared going into this, knowing that if I lost this game, I'd have to replay the Special Cup, and knowing that this is definitely a more difficult Rainbow Road than the previous. The race starts and I fall off literally on the second turn. I knew that this race was going to be incredibly tough, especially when on lap 2 I fell off twice in pretty much the same spot again. The end of lap 3 comes around and all I have is a banana while Birdo has a horn, and right at the end I zoom past for a close first place. Second cup down and one more Rainbow Road to go. I struggled so hard in mirror mode on the Triforce Cup, I just hoped it wouldn't carry on to 200cc. The race begins and I fall off pretty early, and following that I fall in the worst way possible. Lap 3, I'm in first with a mushroom, meaning I can hit the shortcut and things are looking great for me to win. I make it back to Rainbow Road and I have a mushroom in first again, but this time I'm able to hit the shortcut and win. Now all I have to do is win Ice Ice and Hyrule, then I won't have to play another 200cc Rainbow Road. Ice Ice was an easy win, and then Hyrule I found the nice 200cc Shroomless cut and finish in first, meaning I've beaten the Triforce Cup and won't have to play another Rainbow Road. I have 9 200cc cups left until I complete this challenge, so I got racing. Through these last 9 cups, I lost a total of 6 more races, 4 of which coming from the Egg Cup that I didn't think would be hard. After I completed the final cup, I got my 10th credit scene of the video that I couldn't skip, but once that was finally over, I noticed I had a new home background which looks very nice and is very fitting considering that's the cup that I struggled the most on. After 266 races, I have truly beaten Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Here's how many losses I faced in each mode, and the Triforce Cup is the cup I struggled most on. Oh, and a quick side note, I did this challenge on a new alt account because the account I usually play on already had some of the cups beaten.